You Nice is like, you bullied my family, you bullied Rex, how dare you?
Oh
Oh
god.
no.
So Nice, he's upset, he's angry, he's like, mate, you took down my boy Rex, my bro, my young. It's time for revenge, mate. He is hot, he is heavy. We are diving in here into this best of 5 grand finals. Place your bets, people. Predictions in the chat. Who qualifies for HomeStory Cup?
I have to say, we have quite a spicy tournament this time. I love that. See, like, you often don't get to see all this banter in like these local scenes, like because it just doesn't get to be featured. But we are now in the game as we loaded into Curious Minds alley, and we are once again looking at the base of a blue Zerg player being aggressive this time. It is representing Juggernauts and Hong Kong. It is GogojOey.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Curious Minds LE, the player who is currently leading this series 1-0, but getting 12 pulled. It is the best Protoss player in all of Taiwan, representing Good Game Gaming. GGG. It is Nice.
Yeah, so remember how we were talking about in the previous series, GogojOey was like really like very macro focused and like very like slow and methodic, and like none of this time. This time we're just going for it. Just going all aggressive. See, this guy tried to scare him before the match. No. GogojOey is not scared.
Okay, so what's important is that Nice does scout this opener, by the way. He does go for the probe scout, confirming that it is going to be a 12 pull. We are on Curious Minds, so it doesn't take too long for the links to get across the map. This is going to be, so far, 8 links in total. Usually it is 10 in total, and they're going to be zooming across the map. And again, this doesn't necessarily have to deal damage. It's forcing a response, and you can macro out of 12 pulls.
Oh, looks like GogojOey did get that scouting probe in the end. And he's currently moving to the other side of the map, but the wall is already prepared and the Zealot is being even chrono boosted.
Yes. And now it's all about the dance here. If at any moment that Zealot becomes exposed, we could see a full surround, but even if we did, that's why Nice has probes here. So in case that Zealot gets surrounded, he has a couple of workers to body block.
Yeah, I would say that this is a lot of commitment to defending these links, because GogojOey is not making more of them. He's just macroing behind this.
Oh, exactly. Meanwhile, the micro is pretty good. None of the links have died. A little bit of damage dealt to that Zealot, but in the end, Nice will hold on, and it's very important that all these links survive, because GogojOey has to defend the counterattack. What's the counterattack? 2 Zealots and 2 Adepts. This is a little bit deceptive. These 4 units can deal a lot of damage if used together, and we need Lings and Queens to defend at home.
Yeah, like it doesn't look like much, but all Zerg units are pretty squishy, especially Zerglings, and there is no speed on the way. GogojOey doesn't even have gas. Like, he just has slow links.
He's only just now starting his gas again. Because of the 12 pull, gas is very delayed. The link speed isn't the most important upgrade in ZVP, especially early on, but you know, again, it does mean that GogojOey has to stay back home. And here we go, those 4 units are coming. Never mind, only 2 units. The Zealots actually stay at home instead.
Yeah, he's making more adepts instead, but it looks like Nice is still not quite sure that GogojOey is macroing behind us. So just in case, he's keeping that wall closed.
Yes. In case there's a Ling Flood, he needs to make sure the wall is a wall. The Adepts are going to threaten the bases of GogojOey, but again, that's the purpose of these 8 Lings. You don't want to, because of the 12 pull, you don't want to waste more lava on more Lings. You need to make as many drones as possible to catch back up economically. So he has to make sure he utilizes these Lings as efficiently as possible. Meanwhile, the Adepts, threaten, but don't commit to a shade yet.
Yeah, they're instead trying to chip away at this 3rd base, but you know, Adepts are not the greatest at killing buildings, especially when there's 2 of them.
Yeah, they're just chipping away now for the time being. Now we have more Adepts, and here we go. The Zealots do finally rock up as well, and this is a terrifying force. 4 Adepts and 2 Zealots. That's a lot to work with. GogojOey needs to bring all of his Queens over to defend. Oh, caught a little bit off of creep here. He has to be careful, especially the Adepts. Oh, they actually don't commit.
Yeah, and now he's switching full into making more and more links. The speed is on the way as well. These Queens are a bit in danger, but the Queens are now here to back them up.
Yeah, exactly. Lings are being cleaned up here, but with 16 more Lings on the way, we'll see if GogojOey can clean this up without losing too much. The Queens so far are surviving. The Zealot has been cleaned up, and it looks like GogojOey should be able to hold on to this base. It's going to be close.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. The Zealot is focused on it, but the Adepts shade away, so the base should be safe, but I can't say so about the drones.
Yeah, exactly. Ling speed again is so late, so despite having so many Lings, they're having a hard time keeping up with all of these Adepts. They get behind the mineral line, reducing as much surface area as possible, and reducing a lot of mining time.
Yeah, that they do. And unfortunately for GogojOey, not a lot of drones fell down, but once again, it is a lot of lost mining time.
And here we go. Finally, drones are falling. 3 drones get picked off here. 4 drones in the end. Not bad, but decent damage here for Nice. And he's not done yet. He still has 2 more Adepts coming in.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Nice had the opportunity to take up to Stargate, and he's going for a Phoenix.
Oh my god, this has actually risen in popularity recently. Blame Hero for this one. As the Adepts, they get into the middle line, they get more damage done. This is too much. 8 drones go, 9 drones go down in total. And we're not done because the Phoenixes are going to be coming out. So far, they are being hidden looking at the vision of GogojOey. He hasn't seen this yet. He needs to get vision in the main base. He needs to know to throw down spores, because if he doesn't, these Phoenixes are going to do so much damage.
He's having 2 spores. Yeah, he's adding some spores. He's also going roaches. I don't know how this goes versus Phoenixes, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, he's going for roaches because he wants to be safe. Roach Warren makes plenty of sense, especially if you don't make any roaches yet. In case we saw a Twilight Council opening and like a Glaive It Up follow-up, we need roaches to defend. GogojOey is just playing it as best he can because he's in the dark. He just hasn't really seen what is coming his way. Phoenixes are coming, and only just now is GogojOey going to see them.
Yeah, I mean, he does have the spores. There is one here, but there's only 1 queen, so I think the Phoenixes can actually deal with that.
Yeah, the Overlords are going to get picked off left and right. At the same time, GogojOey tries to go for a run by, but the 3rd base is safe and sound, and 2 Overlords get picked off.
Actually, 1 of the Phoenixes goes down. 2 of them maybe even. Not quite. But look, GogojOey actually made enough queens to defend from that for the time being.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, he's kind of pulling together as many queens as possible. More Overlords are getting picked off. Decent Transfuse is going to be able to keep them alive. And GogojOey has minimized his losses, but I mean, you can see he's behind in those workers, and we see why.
He's going.
I don't know how I feel about this. He's waddling across the map. He's going all in, but he's not going to have transfuses, and he's not going to have creep either because the Overlords are being hunted down.
Yeah, like those Overlords are really missing from this push, and well, the queens may get some of the Phoenixes on the way actually.
Yeah.
But this is taking a long time.
The queens are slowly waddling across the map. We'll see how good the target fire is. So far, 2 roaches getting picked off, and it looks like GogojOey has recognized this isn't going to work. I need to drone up.
Oh no. Now these queens have to go all the way back.
Yeah, god, they're caught off creep. They can't transfuse each other. Every single queen here should be going down. Decent target fire there, actually, by GogojOey, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many Phoenixes by this point that he can just pick whatever he wants.
Yeah, there it is. GG gets called, and Nice does take game number 1, and it does mean that he is 1 game away from qualifying to HomeStory Cup.
Indeed he is. But again, as we said before, GogojOey is definitely an underdog in this series. We're still cheering for him a bit. But yeah, Nice just went for a really solid builder. I mean, he did hold that original 12 pool, and yeah, it was just good, in a good position from there.
Yeah, I mean, GogojOey was doing a decent job at defending against the Adept counterattack, but we saw in the end, I think he lost 8 or 9 drones, and that is, at this level of play, especially with the 12 pool opener, almost unacceptable damage. Like, you cannot afford to lose that many workers because your worker count is already hurt so much to begin with. GogojOey had a really hard time recovering and wasn't quite ready for that follow-up either. Oh boy, here we go. Hopefully we see more of a back and forth. Hopefully we get more games. We'll see, because again, Nice only needs 1 more win.
I always want to say that I want to see GogojOey go back to this, like, you know, calm and collected style rather than being very aggressive. But I don't know how that works for him in Protoss games.
I mean, I don't blame him for Curious Minds specifically. Like, Curious Minds is usually a map that you want to be aggressive on. So it makes sense for him to try and do something different on that map. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out. Like, Nice is just a very solid player. You can't get away with a 12 pool like that. And we probably won't see that again.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so, no. And as we are loading to our next map, a quick shout out to Zmega who cheered 3 bits.
Ah, thank you, Z-Mega. Thank you for the 3 bits. We appreciate the support. I'm sure GogojOey does as well. You were talking about it. We are a little bit biased. For those who don't know, we have been casting GogojOey for many, many years now. We have countless VODs on our YouTube channel about GogojOey. We've seen him rise, and we'll see if he can keep on rising here in Game 2.
Indeed we will, as we are now loaded into the map 2000 Atmospheres Elite. And this time we are looking at the base of a red Protoss player representing GGG Good Game Gaming. And Taiwan. It is nice.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the blue Zerg player himself, hailing from the land of Hong Kong, representing the Juggernauts, the best Zerg player in this entire region. It is GogojOey.
Not opting for a 12 pull this time, as we said before. More macro game on our hands.
Yeah, we're going for a hatch first build here from GogojOey. What's interesting is that the hatchery is placed at the triangular third, not at the horizontal third. So this usually means a little bit more aggression, just because it means that the creep spread is going to have a better launch point to go towards your opponent.
Yes, indeed. I mean, I don't think it will be enough creep to walk your queens to the other side of the map, Joey. But yeah, it will definitely be helpful in being aggressive against the Protoss.
Yeah. And again, this could just be mind games as well. Just because he took the triangular third doesn't mean that he has to hyper focus on creep spread and go for like a roach queen push or anything like that. It isn't necessary, but options are available to it.
Yes, indeed. As nice, he's not going for anything aggressive himself, just getting his cybernetic score as usual. With a low ground wall.
A standard opener here. I mean, really, we're waiting for the Cybercore to finish, and then we'll see the first tech choice for Nice. Whether he goes for a Stargate or a Twilight Council. Again, Nice isn't really a cheeky player. I say that, but, you know, he did go for something weird last game, going for the double Stargate Phoenix.
I mean, to be fair, can it be called cheeky at this point? I feel like it's been a bit more common.
Maybe? It
maybe?
is. I would still say it's off meta though. It is becoming more common.
Okay.
We're seeing a little bit more of it, but not common. Not common.
Okay. I will agree with that. As once again, shout out to Zmega for another 20 bits.
Thank you, Z-Mega, for the 20 bits. We always appreciate the support. Again, for those who don't know, any money that we make here on the CranKy Ducklings does go towards the tournaments that we run, and also towards the players that we have contracted, as we do have a pro team as well. None of our players are a part of this region, unfortunately. But, you know, the Juggernauts, they're kind of like a sister clan, a sister team. We have a lot of close ties with the Juggernaut boys.
Yes. I mean, to be fair, I still don't know if Juggernaut team didn't like start existing partially because of our tournaments.
Kind of. I mean, I do know that their first pickup was Miyamaika, and Miyamaika recommended the other two players, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how it all kind of came together in the end. Oh my god, another 15 bits. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Meanwhile, when it comes to the game itself, though, we don't want to take away too much from it. It is a Stargate opener, and this is being scouted by GogojOey.
Yeah, this time GogojOey has all the information he wants. This Overlord just slowly flies into the base of Nice, and yeah, as we said, once again it's Stargate, but this time we have a Void Ray followed by an Oracle.
Yeah, and what's important is that because of the positioning of the Overlord, I believe GogojOey didn't see the second unit coming out, so he doesn't quite know that there's going to be an Oracle follow-up.
Light. Mass Oracle.
This is not Butterways, Kuro. This is not Butterways.
It's not. But imagine if he just went for Mass Oracle from that, and like just to finish off the day, you know?
Shaking my head. We have something very interesting, actually. Okay, so the Void Ray is hunting down Overlords. It does miss the Overlord of GogojOey. This Overlord will later on be looking to dive into the base for a follow-up scout. But Nice went for the Oracle into a second Void Ray into +1 air attack.
Oh yeah. It looks like we will have more Void Rays on our plate. As this Void Ray actually gets some damage from the queens. Not much hull damage though.
Yeah, meanwhile, in the bases, we do have Spores in position for Oracles. The one here at the natural in position for a Void Ray, but here we go. The Oracle dips on in. Stasis Trap is going down. Do we have a reaction? We do from GogojOey. He only loses nothing, actually, to the Stasis Trap.
Ooh, that was. I think that was intentional micro trick where he just rallied the drone into the extractor, so it triggered, but nothing was lost.
Nicely done here for GogojOey dealing with the first Oracle. But again, the second scout is so important. We do have a couple of links across the map. He does confirm the second Void Ray, so that is a bit of a tell. He does have a link outside the base. He hasn't seen the upgrade researching, not yet.
Yeah, he really has to. Because this will be a lot of Void Rays. There's another Stargate on the way, and now there's a Fleet Beacon as well.
Yeah, again, we're going full Sky Toss right now. Meanwhile, back at home, we do have Baneling Nest and Plus on Melee. This is a great choice here from GogojOey. The weakness of going Sky Toss like this is that you don't have a lot of units to work with, and trying to harass with Bane run-bys is typically how Zerg players want to approach this. There we go, the Lings do see the Cybercore. He sees more Void Rays, and he also confirms that +1 air attack is on the way.
Yeah, these Lings are running in and the Void Ray is trying to defend, but it's just not good against so many little units.
Up!
Ooh, that was unfortunate.
That was a kill, not a cancel. GogojOey was a little bit too preoccupied looking at his Lings. He didn't realize that his fourth base was under threat, so that is a massive pick off there for Nice. But again, at least GogojOey is well aware of what's happening, but can he keep up? Because again, the multi-pronged aggression is real. Oh, never mind.
Oh, I actually even sniped this stasis before it was planted. Nicely done.
Yeah, GogojOey, he's kind of keeping up, but again, he needs a fourth base. This is the problem with going against Void Rays like this. We have Void Rays patrolling both locations. Nice is making GogojOey's life as hard as possible to expand.
Yeah, GogojOey is sending another drone, but once again, this will be sniped. Maybe another kill.
Cancel! Oh, no!
Ooh, last second cancel, as he was trying to bait this Void Ray into the queens, but not quite enough.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, we have a bit of a Ling run by. +1 melee is done, so GogojOey may be able to force a cancel here. It's quite possible he's going for the pylon instead. We have Void Rays at home to defend. It looks like Nice. He should be able to hold on to his base. Or will he?
I don't think that was enough Lings for a cancel, but with these reinforcements, it may be.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a lot of damage. Void Rays don't have the highest of DPSs, but with the carrier showing up, it may be enough. The base is getting low. Can he get it? It looks like he won't.
He won, and at the same time, he lost 4 drones in his own base, as that Oracle is still alive.
Yeah, this is not good. GogojOey, he's spending a lot of lava and a lot of resources in trying to harass. It's not really working for him. He also lost that base as well. He needs to find a win. He needs to deal some damage, whether it's a Baneling run by or canceling or killing the fourth base. He needs to do something to this economy.
Yeah, as we see, Nice's army is building up and up. He's gotten into carriers. He's getting Tempest as well, because why not? And as his army is getting bigger, like, it will be just harder and harder for GogojOey to catch up.
Yeah, and I don't know if I like this from GogojOey, but he is going for Queen Hydra. This doesn't scale amazingly into the late game. This is great for a timing, and I was talking about those creep pushes here because of this base expansion, because of the location of the third.
No.
GogojOey is going for a Hydra Queen push, and this is scouted.
Right, I am covering my eyes. This is scary. I don't want to see.
This can work if we have creep spread. We need overlords, we need creep, we need something so we can transfuse. That's really what we're missing right now. GogojOey is very committed here, basically going all in. He has a lot of reinforcements, but Nice has a lot of time to throw down shield batteries and cannons.
Yeah, he has a lot of time. He has Tempest, so he can even
Yeah.
kill these queens before they reach the destination. I don't know what I think about this.
Yeah, Baneling's gonna roll on in. We'll see if they can find any connections. Force fields are looking pretty good, but the Banelings do get past them, and they do kill every single one of those sentries. Doesn't matter though.
Yeah, the sentries were not the main part of this army. It's the Skytos, and the interceptors are falling down, so these carriers are now useless. But there's still a bit of army left over.
Yeah, we'll see if it's going to be good enough. There we go. We have the overcharge being popped, keeping all of these Void Rays alive. Lings are trying to flood on in, but the Hydras are falling one after the other. We cannot transfuse. We cannot make use of all these queens. In a previous patch, this would have worked. But here and now, it looks like GogojOey is running out of steam.
Yeah, I mean, he's still not quite done yet, but the interceptors are coming back, and GG is called. Nice. Qualifies for HomeStory Cup.
GG. Hold on. Press the wrong button. Hold on. GG. Well played. Nice does take the series 3-0. A very strong push from GogojOey. But again, Nice saw it coming with his Oracle. It wasn't even intentional. The Oracle was just coming back home, and it just came across the push. I was like, oh my god. And that let him know to throw down more static defense and prepare for what was coming.
I mean, as we said before, that's like the big problem of queen pushes, that like they just take so long to get there that like the opponent has like all the time he needs to prepare for them, and without the transfuses, without the option there, like it's just not as effective.
Yeah, exactly. I have to wonder if GogojOey had just brought an Overlord with him, maybe it would have worked. It's kind of hard to say just because we had Tempest, so even if there was an Overlord there to spread creep, it's possible that Nice would have sniped it anyway. It's possible.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the option was just never there, right? It would have been great to have seen it because we saw how many queens there were. We saw how much energy they had. If they could transfuse, maybe he breaks through. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was possible to like set up, an Overlord that spread some creep with the queens, and maybe you could just work out. But it's also entirely possible that Erto's army was just too much anyway. So it's hard to say.
Yeah, it is hard to say. Regardless, congratulations to Nice. He was the favorite for a reason. He is the best Protoss player in all of Taiwan and Hong Kong. He's great, he's beautiful, and he will be going to HomeStory Cup. But this was also a really good run from GogojOey. It's something that I don't think any of us expected to see him come second in this qualifier. It's a great result, and I hope this is maybe a sign of things to come for GogojOey.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, he's definitely on the rise, and like he's been making a name in these Taiwan Hong Kong tournaments. So I'm hoping that for the next one, maybe he will be the one who wins the qualifiers.
It's possible, right? We have the TSO qualifiers, we have DreamHack Atlanta as well. Like even there, I'm curious to see if GogojOey, if he keeps this skill up, then again he can look to even perform better there. When it comes to DreamHacks, there's a lot of money there involved as well, a lot of spotlight, a lot of notoriety to be had. So maybe he can find success there. But yeah, I think we're all very impressed with how GogojOey played, and I hope he was able to make some fans. Fans.
I mean, in particular, I think the ZVZ was my favorite. It was like very, it was just very solid. Like just a very well designed build, and like he knew exactly what he was gonna do, and he just did it, and it worked.
Yeah, it did. Very impressive there in that ZVZ, but alas, in the end, that is going to be the end of this qualifier. Only one spot is available for that plane ticket, only one, unfortunately, so it is going to be given there to Nice. And now there is only one qualifier left for HomeStory Cup.
Yeah, and that is tomorrow. In less than 24 hours, we have the Oceania Rest of Asia qualifier. So don't miss that. It's a bit earlier than this one. So make sure you are there in time.
Yes. It is 2 hours earlier, so make sure you set your alarms for the Oceania qualifier. If you enjoyed GogojOey's play, then be sure to be there tomorrow, because GogojOey's teammate and practice partner, Mio is going to be competing in the Oceania qualifiers. Mio, of course, not being from Hong Kong, but being from Vietnam, is another Zerg player, also on the Juggernauts, and yeah, he is also the Oceanic representative for DreamHack Valencia.
Do you think Ender will be there?
I hope so. I hope. Hey, Calibre, make sure you ping Ender, okay? We haven't seen Ender in a while.
I mean, as we learned today, he was eaten, apparently.
Shaking my head, Yaku. I don't. Oh god, but yes, tomorrow is the final HomeStory Cup qualifier for Oceania. Players are going to be there, like, your Miyamaika, Ender, Demi, Ranger was in the chat earlier. I'm sure Ranger will be there. Starduck, I'll make sure he's awake for that. And maybe some other Seether, maybe Piglet. I would love to see Pig Jr. a part of that as well. I may have to ping him. I don't think he knows that the qualifier exists. Probably doesn't.
Yeah. I feel like it's safe to assume that Piglet doesn't know, so you should probably ping him
Yeah.
because Piglet is known for literally not knowing a match is happening an hour before that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But, the best of Southeast Asia and the best of Australia are going to be competing there, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Also casted here on this channel. Oh boy, and that's going to be the end of, the HomeStory Cup qualifiers. The event itself, it's still a ways away. The players, they have to kind of sort out their visas, and they have to get their passports ready, and plane tickets have to be purchased, and hotel rooms and all that stuff. But HomeStory Cup is definitely going to be an amazing event. It's going to be amazing.
yes. It's always an event that brings a lot of StarCraft people together, and it's like a more chill environment. Like you still have like the high level premier tournament, but like there's also the whole thing around it where it's like just a one big party essentially.
Yeah, one big party. And I'm sure we're gonna get another big party, and again, I'm sure it's gonna be that much more hype just because it's the first HomeStory Cup since COVID, since the quarantine and the lockdowns and all that stuff. So I'm sure everyone is missing each other. Everyone is eager to get on each other. Oh god, I miss Jack G and oh my god,
Jack G and Daichi.
Jack G and Daichi, and how they were together.
I wonder if anyone in the chat remembers that. I feel like our chat is nowadays mostly filled with the newer people who may not even remember that.
Yeah. Oh god, there was a lot of.
It's been ages.
There was a massive bromance and memes surrounding Jack G and Daichi. Oh god, those are the days. I miss.
Yes, it was a bromance that like was they were playing along. It was not that like the fans made it. Like they were actually like I remember. I think Daichi like gave Jack G a rose and everything.
Yeah. They took photos of it and posted it on Twitter. It was great. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Great. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. So look forward to HomeStory Cup. Look forward to it. Until then, though, we are done for the night. Kuro, do you want to let people know a little bit more about yourself?
So it is I, the casting jersey, apparently the sentient casting jersey. So there you go. And most of the time I'm right here at CranKy Ducklings. I'm not typically the caster, but I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, making sure the ducklings are running and are technically just functioning. Like all the overlays, all the stream setups, all the like social media stuff. I'm usually there. And yeah, if you want to follow my work, make sure you follow CranKy Ducklings, but also make sure to follow StarCraft Esports, as well as SC2 Birthdays, as those are my two other projects that I'm also running. As well as we have the sign-up list that is on Wikipedia, where you can find currently open tournaments that you can sign up for, including HomeStory qualifiers.
Yeah, we do kind of have a lot of projects going on right now, myself and Kuro, and we try our best to be able to facilitate for all of that. Also, massive shout out to Yaku. If you remember, Yakuzaku was casting with me earlier today, and he has his own Twitch channel, Yakuzaku1 on Twitch. He doesn't stream regularly anymore, but he used to, so if you're interested, you can follow him there or follow him on Twitter. He does post every now and then if you want to support him. But if you want to tune into more of the CranKy Ducklings, we are live almost every single day of the week with some StarCraft. We try and cast as much as we can, as best as we can. So I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. Our next broadcast is going to be tomorrow. We were just talking about it. It is going to be the Oceania qualifiers for HomeStory Cup in less than 24 hours. So make sure to be there in the afternoon, 6 p.m. AEST. 5 p.m. KST, if that helps you. Otherwise, you can follow me at light_VIP. I do stream throughout the week. I've been also streaming daily, just some ladder sessions here and there. And yeah, just trying to get good. Failing more often than not, but we're trying.
Go cheer for Light, as he just got Masters like a week ago. He's back.
I got Masters again after a long hiatus, but yeah, we're trying to recover our lost MMR. We're trying. Oh god. So you can follow me there if you want. Otherwise, again, the CranKy Ducklings is where you want to be. If you're interested in some of our older casts, then check out the CranKy Ducklings on YouTube. All of our VODs are uploaded to YouTube. They're all there, all available to you if you're interested. Otherwise, just hit the follow button on Twitch. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the follows. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you guys. We'll see you next time.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Ciao.